Mr. Tiptoe, peace and pugilism, baby. What's up, champ? Peace and pugilism. Come on, peace and pugilism, brother. Yo, analysis. Let me just say off rip, it seems like the fans is more worried about Fury's weight than Fury is. I've been strong and well, brother. How have you been? Tripping over these fans. Thank you, brother. You look good as well. Big man box. Fans is tripping over this 273, aren't they? They in full force, no doubt. I listened to it again and heard the boos and shit. I'm like, damn. Them motherfucking, them DOSes, them blokes just give it to you. They're relentless. Hey man, everybody's tripping over the 273 that Tyson Fury came in, but they're like really overlooking the 231 pounds that Wilder is carrying now, and how that would affect him positively and potentially negatively come fight night. So if Wilder's 15, 17 pounds heavier, and Fury, who already told us is going to be about 10, he's about 15, 17 pounds heavier, then it's a wash-up, isn't it? Isn't that a wash-up? It didn't look like a nasty 17 extra pounds Fury put on. It looked like it was muscle. I think this fight gonna be interesting, and I think you should look for Fury to lean on Wilder come tomorrow night. Why is that, boss? What you talking about, man? Booze was crazy. I know. Nobody like those was all UK fans. You know that. Those was all the UK fans booing this shit. What round? Did you watch my? Or you watch? You watch my fight prediction video? I'm not sure what round he's gonna go down. I think it might be the 7th or sooner. I think it'll probably be about the 7th round. We'll see. Like I said in my fight prediction video from earlier today, I picked Wilder to go down for the first time in his career. An official knockdown, though. Everybody says Harold Sconier's, but I don't know if that was an official knockdown. But I think this would be the fight Wilder actually goes down. It was in my pre-fight selection. I picked this to be, he will go down. Everybody thinking Fury will have to win this from getting off his back. I think maybe both of them will. I'm not saying Fury gonna go down again, but I definitely believe Wilder will go down this fight. But he'll fight back. I picked it a majority or unanimous decision for Fury. But I think he knows he needs to put Wilder down at least once or twice. God damn, you did? Shit. Hey, that's good. Hey, man, that's what's up. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Root for him. I root for my hometown boys. But I'm looking at it straight down the middle. And my thing is, Wilder looked I watched the fight again a couple of hours ago, and I'm sorry, guys. I got the Roberto Duran, um, Davey Moore fight on right now. Hit the like button, beautiful spirits, if you can. I've been watching this fight for the last, 40 minutes, and that was a hell of a fight. The thing is, Wilder, I watched the fight again for the second time ever. Since I watched it, we watched it all a year ago. And Wilder tired out, was very tired by the 8th round. He was breathing heavy. He was taking pauses. And we all know Wilder doesn't do a lot of cardio and a lot of running. Go figure. So if he's adding on, if he was 212 or 213 that night, and he's added on 16 pounds, then we're pretty sure it looked like it went all to his upper body. And we all know that he lacks good equilibrium or balance with his punches, and he punches himself off balance quite often. Then what you think is going to happen with 15, 17 extra pounds on him come tomorrow night? The same thing. Fury didn't ever look off balance. 209. Then boom. Then I guess we're looking at 20 more pounds, right? Fury never looked off balance in the first fight. So, Wilder did quite often. So I don't understand why people are so taken back by Fury gaining that little bit more weight. I think Fury is going to lean on Wilder like hell this fight. Expect him to lean on Wilder and work that bread basket. Arsenal Maniac, what's up? Fury going down, going for the KO. This one go 12 rounds. Both going to be tired by 9th. Yeah, but I expect Wilder to be more tired than Fury, to be honest with you. I expect Wilder to be more tired than Fury come that time. If you look at I looked at the fight again. Wilder was tired as hell by the 10th round. Was breathing hard in the 11th and 12th round. And was rocking in his corner starting in the 9th round. He looked exhausted. Peace up, Banks. Peace and pugilism to everybody. So I don't understand why people don't expect that to happen again this fight. And another thing, Fury, after the 4th round, Fury pretty much stayed in front of Wilder. He kept his distance, and Wilder kept his distance as well. But Fury didn't have to move much in the fight after about the 5th, 6th round when he settled in. The 4th round is when Ben Davison, 4th round is when Fury said, you know, I can hit this guy a lot more. He's easier to hit than I thought. And Ben Davison held him back and gave him instructions, as well, no, don't go for him. Just keep doing what you're doing, sticking and moving, you know what I mean, and keeping your distance. But Fury wanted to press. And after watching the fight again, Fury was able to hit Wilder pretty much really when he wanted to, because Wilder doesn't have great defense at all. Peace and pugilism, Marcus Maxwell. What you say bruh for, Mr. Tiptoe? Winston Smith, peace and pugilism, baby. Good evening, Arsenal Maniac. Peace and pugilism to Muhammad Ali. Peace and pugilism to UK Strands. Peace and pugilism to Kamal, to everybody. Man, everybody keep worried about Fury's weight. They better be worried about Wilder putting on that extra weight too. I'm not that much worried about Fury's weight, because when he was standing up there, I could see definition in his shoulder right here that I did not see in previous fights. So I'm like, okay, he has the fat there, but it's muscle mass they added underneath that fat. So I think that could have been good 12 pounds of muscle for working hard, lifting that they put on. And if you're worried about him losing stamina, I don't think you need to do that because I don't think he's going to move that much. He's going to keep his, be persistent with his head movement. We'll see that. But far as the moving and dancing like he was doing with the legs, we're going to see less of that this fight. But I expect the upper body movement to stay there. But once Wilder tried to throw a punch, which is going to be the same thing, the skip jab, the skip with the jab to set up the right, Wilder will be off balance. Fury will probably be slip it, bump him, and my opinion is when he bump him, body up. Wilder is wide open for it. When Wilder punches, boom, and he be landing on Fury, and Fury gonna have the right shoulder on him, like what happened 100 times in the first fight. Wilder gonna be leaning on him, back, Fury gonna bump, left to the body, left up. Wilder is so susceptible to uppercuts. Okay? Because when he skip jab to throw his punch, he is constantly overshooting, okay, and lunging forward, and then which leaves him, once you slip it, he's leaning over you. Fury, like which happened this fight all the time, Fury usually, in the first fight, Fury slipped it, and then did another move. Fury cut out the second move, slip it, go to the body, bump a little bit, body, bump for separation, forearm, whatever, shoulder, body to the breadbasket, or just come straight up with a fucking uppercut. But body to the breadbasket first, then uppercut. Fury has the dimensions to his game to do that. He can eat that motherfucker like breakfast. I mean, he would eat him, pardon my French. It could be nasty. No, they ain't fighting already. Johnny G, peace and pugilism to you, sir. Never seen you. Tyson in his best shape. He definitely coming with everything he got. Wilder better be ready. Yes, I think Wilder better be ready. I think Fury gonna lean on this motherfucker. Fury, I did it in the last live. Wilder do in the last live, and that's what came to me. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, Wilder's so susceptible to when he shoots and goes over. He slips. Fury don't move nowhere. Slips. You know what I mean? And Fury goes down. Every time he did it, he went down like this. Fury, he kept it, he went down. He should kept it like down like that. Wilder will not see the right coming to his body because Wilder's overshooting. He's over Fury, and he doesn't have that awareness. And Fury never hit him with that combination ever in the first fight. Fury didn't go to the body that much. Fury just boom to his body, a good one, and bring it back up. And Wilder would eat that shit like breakfast. And it could be, like I said, I wish I could send that motherfucker a tweet like, yo, this is open all day long. Just throwing a few forearms and elbows for good measure. No doubt. Myra seen that. Myra seen Miriam. Yeah, he's going to lean on him. But Wilder is so wide open for breadbasket up. Wide open. Because Fury was doing this the whole time. He was ducking, weaving. He had weave to get space. No weaving. He wants Wilder close. Because Wilder can't punch close inside. His arm's too long. And he doesn't have the coordination to his... He even steps with his left hook. Fury just, boom, bust that breadbasket up, bring it back up. Boom, all day, night, boom. I bet you Wilder won't come close in that motherfucker. And if he hits him with the right one, and sometimes when Wilder can't help it but to do it, when he comes with the right one, sometimes hit with the breadbasket, and sometimes don't even go to the breadbasket, just boom, and come straight up with the uppercut. Wilder's going to eat it because his defense is never tight. And this was Wilder's defense most of the fight. His defense is never tight. He's going to eat that uppercut, all of it. All of it. Because Fury got low enough, but Fury got to be ready to throw it. But Wilder is open for it because his arms is quite often flailing and open and stuff. You know what I mean? He's going to eat that shit. And if Fury lands it good with leverage, Wilder's going down, bro. Hitty shitty, you all go to sleep, waste time. Who's the troll? Wilder bopped out. I don't know. Yeah, I watched that. I was watching. It was the same shit. Fury not going to stand mid distance right. either close and tied up or long distance. So he's almost never in danger. What do you think? I don't think. Look, I was saying that in the previous live. Fury shouldn't tie him up. Wilder does not run. Wilder's conditioning is not that good. He worked more in the Fury fight than he had to work in Luis Ortiz fight, because Luis Ortiz didn't pressure him. Luis Ortiz gave him a lot of space. Don't give Wilder no space. You know what I mean? Fury needs to be inside in his gut, because Wilder cannot fight off the back foot. He needs to have his wide leg stance to land a punch of any power with any leverage or any significance. Fury go inside. Even if it's mid-range, Wilder's not accurate with his right hand. He rarely throws it straight, is constantly looping right. That's why Fury weaved 1,000 of them in the first fight. I just watched it and was just like here. It's the live before this. The live I just did, a second look at the Fury Wilder one. It was just all day long. That shot was open all day long for Fury, and he could have took it. Ben Davison gave him good advice too. Ben Davison gave him good advice in one of the rounds. He said, "Yo, when you went down, when you slipped it, bump him with the shoulder." And I was like, "That's great, great advice." Like the 7th round, he said that to him. Bump him back with the shoulder and push him back. That's exactly what he should do. But he bumped him back just for enough space to boom. That's it. He just bump it back, and Wilder's not going to see the right hand. Just bump it back, boom, right on that gut, and bring it back up. If he get that combination really good on Wilder, Wilder's going down, or is ready to go down. He just have to follow up with that good leather. Now, not to sound unbalanced, if Wilder is patient like he was in show more control like he did more so a little bit in the Luis Ortiz fight, and patience, that can work for his favor, and that can hurt Fury tactic or whatever he's trying to do. But hit the like button, beautiful spirits, if you can. I appreciate you. But Wilder don't have the dimensions to his fight game that Fury does, so it's hard for me to keep saying the same thing over again. Just be patient. Don't rush the right hand. Don't overshoot the right hand, because he overshoots the right hand quite often. Fury always bobbed and weaved down, because Wilder go down looping right. It's no power when he's throwing the looping right down. So I'm like, it's so many ways Fury can win this fight in multiple ways. Wilder can only win this fight in one way. So that's why I'm talking maybe more about Fury, what Fury can do to win this fight more than Wilder, because we already know what Wilder's going to do, because it's very predictable. And the skip jab with the right hand wind up that he does to try to knock his opponents out is so telegraphed that that's why Fury missed it 1,000 times. It was very, very easy because it's telegraphed. For real? We'll see. We'll see. The troll was game bred. What time does it start? It's gonna probably start at 11 o'clock. Why no one is talking about what drug testing are they using? And 718, good question. Good question. Didn't think about it. I think Fury tactic is definitely the KO. I think he's planted his feet and going toe to toe in the camp. He had damages around the lip, and he said this most he's been hit. I thought Wilder, and he's probably preparing himself to get hit. You know what I'm saying? He probably know he's gonna take a few punches, but it's not. He's definitely still gonna slip and move keep his upper body movement. But what I realized after about the 5th, the 6th, 7th, 8th round on, he didn't have to move that much. He stayed in front of Wilder. You know what I mean? He controlled the distance, but he didn't do all that dancing around much. He didn't have to. Let Wilder come to him, and when Wilder come to him, he could turn Wilder, get him in a corner. Wilder is hopeless then. I mean, he's helpless. What I mean to say. He's helpless. And up against the ropes. Wilder's helpless. For the most part. He throws some slapping punches, but it's all arm punches. There's no punches that have no real mustard or fire under. Right. So that's the improvement Wilder have that will help him, benefit him in the fight tomorrow night. You know what I mean? But like I said, Fury needs to let Wilder go ahead and shoot the right hand. So he's going to feint for Wilder to shoot the right hand. Once Wilder shoot the right hand, Fury needs to pounce on him right away. Because Wilder ain't going to throw his next right hand. Is not going to have the same velocity on it. No. I really don't think it's going to be that much of an issue. Wilder's going to try to throw some more left hooks to get it open, but his left hook is not accurate. Man, did you watch this fight again? Wilder was all over the place. Now he's going to be a little bit more measured this fight, but I don't think it's going to help. I'm not even putting it into play. And if Fury does get a cut over the eye, he still has his left eye to see the right hand. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's going to worry about the left hook that much. He needs to, he's probably going to protect it. But Fury often in the fight, the first fight, he kept his left hand down quite a bit and kept the right hand up. So he'll need to keep the right hand up. He could protect that eye. That's gravy. But remember, Otto Wallen was a southpaw. Deontay Wilder is orthodox. So that also going to play a difference. So Fury, his right eye, the eye that got cut, is going to be the furthest away from Wilder's right hand. So Wilder going to have to throw a lot more hooks, and he's not that accurate with his left hook. Yeah, I think he should feint and do the posturing and gesturing to Wilder again. That's one thing he must do. He should do that again like he did in the first fight, to make Wilder a little more anxious. You know what I'm saying? To do something out of character. Well, within his character, but make him resort back to his old character and swinging wildly, then pounce on him after every miss. That's what he got to do. Tyson Fury trying to do Wilder like Tara did Jones in the rematch. Yeah, for sure. I have no horse in the race. As you know, I'm an AJ supporter and don't care who wins, but I have to give Fury the edge for what I've seen. Wilder's head ain't in it. He too cuddly with wifey. Big no. Oh shit. Yeah, maybe she's too close for comfort, right? Too close for comfort. Did you see Big Dean White's interview on Barbershop and Blue Bloods channel yesterday? He politely educated them big time. They tried to be smart asses and ask dumb questions. No, I didn't. But I'm not happy with Dylan White right now, so you might not want to mention him to me. Do AJ fight winner, or will it be a third fight between Tyson and Wilder? If Wilder loses, I think it's going to be a third fight, maybe immediately. We'll see. Tyson Fury trying to do Wilder like Sergio Martinez did Paul Williams in the rematch. We'll see. I'm not happy with Dylan White. I haven't been happy with Dylan White for quite some time. We all know. Until he get his ass in shape and look better in fights, and stop being offensive. Where will I be watching it, on what platform? It's showing on what, on BT Sports? What, all the platforms they showing it on? ESPN, Fox, and BT Sports? Are they showing it on all three? That's why this fight going to be heavily watched. That's crazy. I don't know. I'm just going to be at a fight party somewhere. But again, everybody's so worried about who are you sub to, or just watching a bar. Oh, I'm sub to all of them. Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch it at some friend's house or at a fight party and bring liquor. How that turn out, or I might go wild, hit up Dave and Buster's. It's probably gonna be packed up in that joint. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There was only 2 weeks of VADA. Well, there you go. Another storyline, right? AJ versus Tyson or AJ versus Wilder. Who would do the most pay-per-views? I would think AJ and Wilder, perhaps. Especially on that side of the hemisphere for everybody. AJ and Fury, maybe that would be a dominant pay-per-view on the Eastern Hemisphere. They would probably do really good there. On this side, hard to say. Maybe AJ and Fury, because of the just the strong support of how many UK fans come here for the fight. I think they'll definitely show up for the pay-per-view. If Andrew Ruiz and AJ, although you had both sides, they broke a pay-per-view record, right? The UK pay-per-view record. Then that's tight. That's tough. I would lean. They both would be close. I think they both would do over 2 million pay-per-views. But it's hard to say, because Wilder is getting some steam with this promotion by being a combined ESPN, Fox, and everybody. So both of them will do very good. I know Dave and Buster's going to be cracking, Slim. I'm going to be at the joint, probably in Capitol Heights. 2 weeks of VADA is disgrace. Should be 6 months. I hear you. Real talk. Fury going night-night? Maybe. Jamaican. Maybe. 2 weeks of VADA, he was definitely open. Let's talk about it after the fight. I don't want to stain the fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to stain the anticipation for the fight with that shit. It is what it is, man. Because if y'all all know about me, I said make the shit legal anyway, so it can perhaps make it safer. Yeah, them Brits, they're rowdy. They're some rowdy blokes wherever they go, ain't they? Those are all the gypsies. The gypsies travel, baby. That's why they call it gypsy traveler, right? Or the Irish travelers. Those are Irish. Wilder can't go and look. If he goes and looking for the KO early, he's going to get countered. He's going to get countered. Yeah, but Ruiz is 6'2". Fury is 6'9". That's completely different, buddy. You got, like I said, look at all the weight Wilder put on. He put on 15 plus pounds. So they both put on 15 plus pounds. Fury's frame can hold that just as well as Wilder's frame can hold whatever he put on. But Wilder is constantly off balance when he punches. We all know that. He's off balance quite often. And most of that weight, I'm sure, was added to the upper body. So I expect Wilder to be just, if not more, off balance after he tried to attempt a shot with the right or the left hand. So that is the downside for Wilder putting on that weight. And again, if you watch the first fight like I did earlier today, his stamina, Wilder was getting pretty tired by the 8th round. You can expect that again with 15 plus added more pounds. Fury was just as Fury had more stamina in the first fight than Wilder did. Watch the fight. Real talk. And Fury moved more than Wilder for the most part. So you gotta look at it both ways. But it's gonna be a hell of a fucking fight. Man. But his legs, his base. If he's swinging Wild off balance at 210 pounds, what is he going to do at 230? And if his base hasn't strengthened at all, his base, his legs, that's a lot of. He's top heavy. Wilder is tremendously top heavy. That's why he's constantly off balance. Because he doesn't have very sturdy legs. And I saw that again in watching the fight for a second time earlier. Wilder's about 6'6". Okay. We'll see. Muscle's going to weigh too. I expect Wilder to be tired again by the 8th round. I expect Fury. He wasn't showing the fatigue like Wilder was showing the fatigue by the 8th round. It was just a little bit noticeable, especially if you look at it in the corners. You know, Fury didn't trust his endurance in the first fight, and Ben Davison didn't, so they didn't press it. We all expect for him to press it this fight and lean. So this is going to be an interesting fight. And expect a knockdown. Expect more knockdowns, if not a knockout. I picked Fury to win it by unanimous or majority decision. And I picked Wilder to get dropped this fight for the first time in his career, officially. So, you know, everybody think Fury going to sleep. Maybe he is. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Don't get it twisted. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? It won't be the first time nor the last time. But we'll see. They say went down against Harold Sconiers or something, but was that an official knockdown? I don't know. You said put money on it, Marcus Maxwell? I ain't putting no money on this shit. And MGM was right down the street. You know what? I might put $100 on it. I might put 100 on it. If I put 100 on it, I get back 9. I got $1. If I put 100 on, I get back 900, right? If unless the odds change before the fight happens, which it most likely will. What are the odds now? What's the high and low? Because I don't gamble much, so I want y'all to explain to me, how does the odds in betting work? Boxeo Mexicano, peace and pugilism, man. Yeah, baby, boxing brew tonight. The boxing brew. Fury by KO. Bo Haramaki. Hey, it could possibly happen, brother. It could possibly happen. Like I said, I picked Fury to win, and I picked Wilder to get dropped at least one time. That doesn't mean Fury can't get dropped once or twice. So, hey, but I picked Wilder to actually get dropped in this fight. Where's the link at? Link at to what, baby? El Jefe wants some smoke? Hey, man, what's up? Is that you, El Jefe? What's up, man? We'll see. We'll see if he goes down. He may go down once. He may go down twice. He did in the first fight, but he got back up each time. That we do know. We need to see Wilder, after getting knocked down, get back up. A serious knockdown. Got Wilder in 6 rounds, TKO win. That may be, bro. It's possible. Is this LDBC turf? No. This is Boxing Logics United turf. Myron Magnus, baby. Odds are dead level. They can't decide. Even 1-1 versus even 1-1. They are just outright odds. Now, which method? Man. Hey, man. I think, hit the like button, beautiful spirits. I'm excited, bro. I can't wait. Can't wait to go to sleep tonight and get up tomorrow and talk some shit. I think I'm gonna get up tomorrow and head straight to Best Buy, get the computer up and running so I can do my first fucking StreamYard. And let's talk that shit. You know what I mean? Just like that. While we talking, what fight should I put on? Yeah, I'm gonna watch the Luis Ortiz. I'm gonna watch the Ortiz Wilder fight again, cause that's the last fight, right? I'm gonna watch the Ortiz Wilder fight, so I can keep, you know what I mean, get it right. Also, let me share this bad boy to the... Where everybody at, man? Where's everybody from? Represent where you're from, people. All around the world. Pond to pond. I should be in Vegas tonight. Canada? Peace and pugilism, brother. North of the border. Los Angeles, City of Angels, peace and pugilism, brother. I'm from D.C., y'all. I'm here resting in Washington, D.C., born and raised, but I lived in outside L.A., lived in Phoenix, Arizona, lived in Columbus, Ohio, lived in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, New Mexico, lived in Germany, lived in Kuwait. I've been around the world. I got freed by the 7th round. AJ, okay. How far am I from the White House? 10 minutes. Depending on traffic. Could be less. If it's clear streets, I can get there in like 8 minutes. $10 minutes though. I'm right off of Pennsylvania Avenue. So I live just off of Pennsylvania Avenue, and the White House is on Pennsylvania Avenue. UK, but currently on the oil rig working. Man, for real? Wilder's too heavy. 31, he'll be much slower. People ain't hearing me, Bo. People not hearing me. I think he's going to be slower too. And I think he's going to be more tired in this fight. Because he doesn't do a lot of cardio. Do everybody understand? Deontay Wilder does not run. He doesn't do a lot of cardio. He was tired as hell in the first fight by the 8th round. And I suspect that to happen again. So, we'll see. Let me go watch the Wilder Ortiz fight right now. I'm gonna put that on Wilder versus Ortiz. Dismiss. Wilder was in the high 220s early in his career. Yeah, and I think in the 30s too, right? He actually was up in the 30s. I'm just so I really am excited about this fight though. Wilder Ortiz too. Watching the Wilder Ortiz full fight, doing that. Since I've watched Wilder Fury 1, we'll need to watch Wilder Ortiz to be proper. We'll fast forward this shit. Don't need to see all that. Wilder weighed 219. Wilder weighed 219 in a fight versus Luis Ortiz too. So he only gained really 11 pounds since his last fight. Keep that in mind. Wilder weighed 219 and Luis Ortiz, Wilder 2. So he only actually gained about 11 pounds. Pardon me. And that's what he doing, pawn and pawn with the left. Still throwing a looping left hook, off balance and shit. Again, threw it and went off. Wilder, every time he punches, he's off. He can't fight on the back foot. I'm watching. I just started Ortiz Wilder 2. I got Wilder knocking Fury out in the ring. Hey, that may happen. Peace, lock dog. Peace and pugilism, baby. Everybody, where you from, though? Represent where you from. Please, I love to see the different parts of the world. Everybody who hasn't already.
Ortiz with the right hook to the body. Left by Wilder to the body of Ortiz. A lot of respect between the two.
But see, the thing is, Wilder has a lot more to worry about with Tyson Fury than he does with Luis Ortiz. Tyson Fury is a more dimensional, more well-dimensioned fighter with a little bit more tools. He caught in the left. I don't want to see no tying up in this fight either. I don't want Fury to tie up at all. I want Fury to get close, let the hands go. I want Wilder to get close and let the hands go. I don't want to see no tying up in this fight. And keep in mind, Fury is younger than Wilder, y'all. A lot of people forget that. Wilder's 33, 34. Fury is 30, 31. You know. You see Tyson uppercut on himself. Yeah. Maybe. I see the uppercut all day for Tyson Fury. The uppercut with Wilder throws the right off hook. See, in this fight, he wasn't throwing that many straight rights. He was very patient.
There's a straight left by Ortiz.
He was patient.
That connects on Wilder.
But his defense is not tight. He keeps his hands down too as well. Deontay Wilder.
Final moments of the
Wilder is easy to hit. Wilder is actually quite easy to hit. Wilder's best defense is trying to psych out his opponent
Go ahead and listen in our
from being worried about his right hand. Do y'all understand that? Wilder's best defense is his opponent worried about Wilder's right hand. That's his best defense. Without his opponent worrying about Wilder's right hand, without his opponent worried about getting hit by the right hand from Wilder, then his defense is nullified because it really doesn't exist. And I'm not trying to be, and I really don't want to come off as like I'm
Yeah, get closer, get closer.
anti-Wilder. I'm not. I'm cutting it straight down the middle. I'm just pointing out very obvious things.
Where that might
Okay?
have occurred, though,
That's
that was a
all.
big straight left by Ortiz.
And Ortiz out the gate hit Wilder with this boom, looping left hook.
Fantastic.
And that hurt.
It was an accident.
And Wilder grabs. This is the first round I'm watching right now, highlights. I'm telling you, Wilder does not have great defense at all.
Deontay Wilder looking to become the sixth fighter to successfully
And,
defend
and applying his MMA kicks and elbows, and recently learned. George Foreman said he sees Wilder having a mental breakdown late in the fight. George Foreman said that? Yeah, that's possible. If Fury leans on his ass and don't run and just like put that leather on him, Wilder fighting a taller man and a better boxer and knows he lost the first fight. I can't argue with that at all. People making a big deal of Tyson's weight. I think he looks good. Shit. I think he looks good. Me too. I thought he looked like he added muscle on. I don't think Fury is coming to dance ballet. It is a close quarters, rough fight from the Fury. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. Let me plug the. I need to plug the adapter into my iPad. Hold on.
Jab comes off by Luis Ortiz, right to midsection of Deontay Wilder. Both men picking their spots. Sweeping left that misses by Wilder. Ortiz came back with a straight left that missed. Look at Wilder's eyes, he's so locked in. Both men extremely focused, knowing that one punch can
But you know, I'm back, baby. But yeah,
80 seconds left here in the second.
what to expect? End of the day, at least they made the fight happen. No doubt, Marcus. Win or lose, they both walk away with more respect that AJ and some reeling talk. We always want to. Hey, watch my pre-fight prediction. I think I was fair to both. I believe Wilder will get knocked down in this fight, but I think Wilder's going to fight back and have good moments after that and fight his ass off. I think Wilder this fight, I said this in my my prediction earlier today, that I believe Wilder will show more grit, more tough, and a great warrior spirit that a lot of us have not, a lot of us never seen before, that he hasn't been put in the position to show before. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be an excellent fight. Real talk. And I think both fighters are going to shine. I think both fighters are going to have their moments to shine.
Final moments of the second.
But I think Fury's going to win. I think.
By Wilder.
But what do I know?
Here's the second. Listen in to the corner of Deontay Wilder.
See, he breathing hard. He breathing hard already, and it's just after the second round, Wilder. Wilder was breathing hard after the second round. Jive. In the Ortiz versus in the Ortiz fight, the second Ortiz fight right now. And that could be also adrenaline and everything going. But okay, also, one question. Do you expect Mark Braylon to be in the corner of Wilder this fight? Or Jay Diaz by himself, pretty much, as the head trainer? That is another question I want to ask. Is Jay Diaz going to be giving instruction to Wilder this fight by himself? And no Mark Braylon? Even though Mark Braylon probably didn't give him a whole lot sometimes, I don't know. But what do y'all think about that aspect of this fight? And I'm gonna do a live on that tomorrow.
Punches thrown, there you saw. Just goes to show you that the heavyweights are so powerful. Both men respect each other.
But I'm going in the 60-minute mark, beautiful spirits. What's the questions? 51 in, at 60 minutes, I'm out of here. Facts, bro. That's why I say win or lose, they both G's. Sometimes when you lose, you actually win. Sometimes when you win, you actually lie. You got that right. Real facts. Let's not forget Fury was in terrible shape and a cherry pick in the first fight. I don't think he was in terrible shape. I think he was in pretty decent shape. Not his best shape, but I think he was in decent shape. JD will because because Wilder doesn't listen to Mark. It seemed like he doesn't. They never had a good relationship, it sounds. And that's out of Mark's words himself. Remember when Mark left the arena because of it, I forget which fight, maybe Fury or Ortiz won. True. Sorry if this is a stupid question, but is it a 3 knockdown rule? I don't know. I would think it is. You know what? They'll probably put that in this fight. They'll probably put that in. You know what? That is an excellent question. Actually, it's not a stupid question. It's an excellent question. I don't know. But if Wilder, they're thinking if Fury put Wilder down maybe 2 times in the first fight, maybe he can put him down 3 times this fight, maybe. And then boom, automatic Wilder win, or vice versa. Who knows? That's a good question. That wasn't a stupid question at all. Just like I said, Zaros 2 times. If that is, well, before I saw your comment, you heard my answer to that. Think Mayweather going to be there? Yeah, of course. Mayweather's about his brand. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather is a brand. He'll be there to answer questions about the fight.
Nearing the end of the 3rd round. A left to the body.
3 knockdown in the same round? Yes. That's all. That means in the same round. So that means that doesn't save him. Because I don't see either one of them get knocked down 3 times in the same round. So that, I guess, kicks that idea out, right? That possibility.
Now taking a look at some of the work. There's the straight left by Luis Ortiz. Wilder with the jab, but there's that straight left.
Wilder's defense. See, with Wilder, now what they've done with Wilder is that when in the first fight, Wilder, when Ortiz came, Wilder just like boom, 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 and walked back. Now, for what we see, Wilder retreats. So they've tried to tighten up Wilder's defense quite a bit. As in when he took a good punch, he backs out. He retreats. He backs up. He stutters stats backwards. Keep the left arm back to keep distance. And in form to land a right hand if it's available. So that's what they've done now. So they're working on Wilder's defense. Because they see the big holes and gaping from the first fight. But again, Tyson Fury is going to come a lot different than Luis Ortiz. We all know that.
He did it in November of 1994 here at the MGM Grand when he knocked out Michael Moore. Luis Ortiz entered this fight.
See that pity pat left hook? That's not gonna do nothing for Wilder. But maybe it could be a deflection. I'm gonna look at his footwork. I need to look at his footwork during this fight to really see how better his footwork got from the last fight. Wilder is easy to, oh my God, Wilder is so easy to hit, y'all. If Fury stands on his punches, he missed it, and Fury countered. He missed it, and Ortiz countered and kept coming. Wilder again. Now that's when Fury needs to keep pressing, punching, and punishing. Don't step off of him. Ortiz kept leaving him. Ortiz and Fury in the first fight let Wilder off the hook, and they could have kept applying pressure while Wilder was on his back foot and backing up and defensively out of stance. They could have done that plenty of times.
Quite a bit of Cuban fans in attendance here at the MGM Grand. You hear chants of Ortiz, Ortiz.
He has.
Under a minute remaining here in the fourth.
Okay. I will. I heard he lost the first fight to McDermott, huh? Somebody in the earlier live was talking about he got beat down by McDermott in the first fight. But he got the decision.
Both men have gotten better, but both men's styles make fights. And these two gentlemen are almost made.
I can't wait for tomorrow night, y'all. I can't wait for tomorrow night. Are you excited? I'm excited. I'm not gonna fucking lie. I'm excited. Hit the like button, beautiful spirits, if you haven't. If you can get me to 20, I appreciate you. For any of those who haven't hit the like button yet. That's a good jab. Wilder threw a good ass jab. If he's improved this jab, that will help Wilder's chances significantly in this fight tomorrow night.
That's the end of the fourth. There's a left.
It didn't hit. That hit his shoulder.
Taking a look at some of this action.
Wilder's reaction to punches coming at him
Come on.
is a lot more better in this second fight versus Ruiz than the first fight versus Tyson Fury, I should say. So, again, a 50-50 fight.
That right hand that was blocked by Ortiz.
That was a looping right hand.
Block that it could have been.
Okay, I'm almost at 60 minutes in a minute and a half, y'all. So I'm going to be off here. And I appreciate everybody for coming by. I truly do. I think they found a proper diet for Wilder. I don't think it's PEDs or any of that. A lot of people bringing that up. They might have found a proper diet for Wilder to put good weight on him. But he still has those skinny ass legs. He still got those skinny ass legs though. Wilder, he gets hit. He's easy to hit though. Wilder's reaction time, Wilder's reflexes isn't that good. Yeah, I should know that. His quick reflexes to punches isn't the greatest. Again.
Ortiz's confidence is growing, but he must remain diligent with his defense.
Beautiful spirits, I'm gonna be out of here in about 20 seconds. I appreciate you all. I really don't know how Ortiz measures up. I've never seen him fighting in the top moment and win. Wilder KO in the 8th round. Okay. We got it. Hey, Broad Money. Hey, I feel you. You came in a little too late, man. I'm about to be off here in a couple of seconds. But good seeing you, brother. Peace and pugilism. All right, beautiful spirits. I'm about to be out of here. Hit the like button on your way out, please. I appreciate you. Straight down the middle, boxing commentary. As I watch Ortiz Wilder 2 to give better analyzations for tomorrow before the fight happens. And you guys have a wonderful night. Peace and pugilism, sweet dreams. Evelino, I'm gone.